When the Titan Lords fell, a new age of might came to Sedaria. An age defined by one simple decree. That whoever was the strongest in Sedaria, enough to slay its previous ruler, would hold dominion over the land. And so it was, for thousands of years. And so it is, yet today. Aloysius, the Mad King of Sedaria, now rules these lands. Over the last 10 years, he has spread his influence. Using cruel hobgoblins and gnolls as soldiers, the land of Sedaria quakes, torn apart by his frenzied greed for the power it holds within. For Sedaria is a lost land, a land of riches unclaimed, of legends untold, of power unseen. A beautiful, vast, and deadly land. It calls to the bold, to the clever, to the daring, to any who would dare its shores seeking adventure. It calls to Megan, the war-forged paladin. It calls to Nyx, the half-elf warlock. It calls to Nizip, the dragon-born rogue. It calls to Tig, the kobold bard. It calls to Zidane, the wood elf ranger. It calls to Trill, the Aarakocra druid. And to those it calls, Sedaria offers welcome. The wilds are not easy, and not kind, but they shall give a tale to remember. For this is the land of limitless adventure. This is the legend of the Wildlands. Hello and welcome to D6 Tricks, where once again, Discord has disappeared from OBS. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I guess I am going to have to restart it. There we go. And it's gone again. Perfect. I am a professional. I am the
Everybody
coolest.
has those days. It's all right.
All right. So, we, now that you can see who's talking, kind of, we're going to throw a monkey wrench in, because we will see what the twist is for this particular episode as I go down the list of roll call for my lovely cast of crew players. We have Anne.
Sup, gamers? Hope you're dying a little less than Discord is.
We have Atwas.
Hello, gamers.
We have Juno.
I have a sword in my mouth. Anyways, the deja vu is the idea that you have experienced something before. No, I'm kidding.
We have Professor Moore.
It was precious.
We have Toonwolf.
I absolutely love it when we're speedrunning tech difficulties.
It's so great. And we have Queen.
We don't. My name is not there. This is censorship.
No Queen allowed. Unfortunate. I guess you're going to have to determine based on voice rather than just flashing which of us is a British woman.
Bollocks.
We'll never tell. We'll never be able to tell.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Difficult to figure out.
it's gonna be a
I
mystery.
can't believe
forever.
Alex was a British woman the whole time.
Pip pip chitty-o. Chim chibbity, chim chibbity, chim chim chitty.
And then you got stabbed.
What?
Yeah.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all!
Oh my god, they sound exactly the same.
No one's ever seen us in the same room before.
I'm sorry, I'm lost. Is there two people there? That
I guess.
it's just Alex.
Yeah, it's
Just
just
talking
me.
to yourself?
Yeah,
Weird.
Okay.
just
Perceive me!
They
No.
No, they can't. We don't share webcams on the stream.
The mortifying ordeal of being known, not for you, Missy.
Yeah. No thanks,
Not for
gamers.
you.
All right.
It's real for you.
So, last time on Legends of the Wildlands, we did a little time warp again to go talk more about Tiki knowing something about the Omega Unit series now that Juno was around. And it was a mystery. How did Tiki know what an Omega series unit was? And it turns out there was someone by the name of the Iron Queen who had been working on repairing and possibly creating Omega units that have been acting as scouts in Sedaria. Tiki mentioned that they could figure out what the hell she was doing by contacting her, because most Omega units, barring Megan, who did not have any prior contact with the Iron Queen, have a distress beacon installed. We'll figure out how to do that later, but our heroes then continued their journey towards the Acherite mine to get their revenge on the Acherite Prowler who absolutely decimated them the last time they visited. There was a long conversation along the way about bog mummies, family, and other such things of equal importance. As well as Megan talking about her past, what it meant to be her, what she wanted to do to find out more about herself, and a duel between dragons that happened nearby, somewhere to the east of their destination. But luckily the dragons didn't take any interest in the ants crawling around down below with the camp, and flew away midway through the night. Afterwards, our heroes continued walking through a dust storm, made a plan for how to try and stealth through the mine so they didn't attract attention, and right as the Acherite Prowler found the non-stealthy group, the source of anti-magic was destroyed, giving the group, frankly, more than a fighting chance, because there are a lot of people in said group. The fight would have been glorious, but the Acherite Prowler is a predator rather than a brawler, and it, being outnumbered with people that could hurt it, ran away, being intercepted by Phelan, who hit it with a critical attack from an Acherite arrow, and unfortunately, in the process, fell to some of the Acherite bloodlust. The bloodlust affected his mind pretty deeply, but he did not get the killing blow. Zerid, of all people, the cowardly bird, did, with a last-ditch punch, which, all the party, except for Zidane, basically grabbed his arm, threw it up in the air, like, "Let's go, Zerid!" With a final message from the Acherite that is in the arrows to Zidane, being like, "There are too many witnesses. We shall finish this at night." And that is where we resume our journey in the Acherite mine, where maybe we can start mining.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna check on Zareed really quick to see if he's okay.
He just lets out a singular squeak. Somewhere between "I can't believe I did that" to "I never want to do that again."
Oh. It's okay. It's okay. He's gone. You did it. He's gone.
Is it okay though? Is it really?
It seems to be over.
That's what they all say.
That is what they all say.
Megan grunts and says, "Today, you are a hero."
While everyone else is kind of praising the
Kinda
bird
crazy.
whose name I just cannot fucking remember.
Zerid.
Zerid. I am gonna go check on Phelan because I am more than a little concerned about how they were acting there. Hey, Phelan.
Boy flinches
Everything
as you see him just
okay?
sweating.
Like, I know that was an intense fight, but are you okay?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, who does, so I can ask him.
The arrows.
Eh?
The arrows there. They live. They talk. They talk to me.
Yeah, Nizip's face just kind of goes flush, like, ah, shit, that's not good.
It's just a little bad.
Ever so slightly bad.
Slightly.
Well, I'm going to make an assumption that if you're as nervous as you are, they aren't saying good things to you?
They're affecting me. I don't like it. I don't like it. We need them, but I don't like it. I don't like them.
Right. Hey, hey, Tig. I think we've got a little bit of a problem with Phelan.
Waylon.
Oh.
Wait,
So I kind of like rolls up, looks Foylan up and down, sees how like clammy he is.
Clammy,
Just-
wide-eyed, breathing heavily.
he
Did-
said the arrows are talking to him.
That's not really a usual thing for arrows.
No.
Mm-mm.
And it's a bad thing, yes, puppy?
Bloodlust.
Ah,
How's about... Give me the arrows temporarily. Once we set up camp and do, all that, I can actually properly identify them and see what's going on. How does that sound?
They want to talk with me tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess I can cast Identify on them before we go ahead and let that happen. So just once we get set up, before we, turn in and head off for watches, I'll do a little bit of research, commuting, checking on their magic, so on and so forth. How's that sound?
You see him kind of almost gripping onto his bow. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Well, if you're worried about something happening, a whole lot of us, sort of like looks behind them to the rest, are, far more than willing to do a lot of helping in whatever form that takes. So. And there are a lot of us around. You really can't escape us.
I know.
It's a large gaggle. You'll be okay. Mm-hmm.
Oh, because I would like to share information, but I don't want to say it just openly. My character sheet is not working. I am going to
Oh, dear.
use my other telepathic ability to just shoot a message to Tig, going, yeah, in the battle they were not like this, and were unresponsive right up until they were suddenly staring the thing dead in the face and seeming to like the position they were in. So, yeah, whatever these arrows are telling them, I don't like that.
Do you remember if this is a psychic ability that like allows somebody to respond psychically?
I don't know that it is. I'm trying
Okay.
to.
Well, we'll roll with that it isn't, and as you describe that, you just see Tig's pink eyes just sort of like narrow, and their gaze becomes flinty. Well, like I said, there are lots of people here willing to help you, and we're not exactly incapable. Okay, you'll be fine, puppy.
Okay.
Come, the children yearn for the mines, and that's you, right?
Fuela looks confused. I am laughing from that.
All right, so
Mine after mine.
Wait, before we do that, babes, we got a fucking body to loot. It's
Loot that body.
It's exotic. It has strange properties. Surely its parts are decently well worth something, right?
perhaps.
Loot that body.
Possibly.
Loot that body.
All right, so first, appraisal check. Do not look at my secrets. Do
Secrets.
not look at my secrets.
I ain't looking.
This is going to be a religion check.
Well,
I'm okay at
Let-
religion. I just a +2.
I have a +4 to that. I think that might be a me thing then. Because Zariad is a +0, and I don't think anybody else would have a better religion score. Oh, Zoom.
For shits and gigs, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check Dario.
Does Dario know
Yes.
religion?
Absolutely
dogs
not.
go to
That is a
heaven.
-2.
He is a dog?
This dog worships no god.
He doesn't need to know about religion to go to heaven. Come on, let's go.
No.
All dogs go
He
to
doesn't
heaven.
worship. Yes.
Ew.
Except for those class traitors in the Paw Patrol.
Oh
Exactly.
my god. Anyway, that's a 23.
Okay, so the DC for religion on this thing was pretty stupid high for a group that does not have trained religion. However, that is enough to give you advantage on the actual, trying to get useful parts out of it. That is just going to be... I am going to find the original thing that told me how do you skin animal to double check, because I'm pretty sure it's not religion again to skin the thing.
Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense unless it's something funky like religion, but your dexterity modifier or some shit. I
Yeah,
don't
see,
know.
I'm trying to find out if it's that. Alright. It is, in
Uh,
fact, that.
Haha! Look at me, game design. Hoo hoo. Well, I'm not particularly dexterous. I can give you pointers. I'm very good at holding, a stone of light. But
Nizip as the Dex people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 99% certain I don't have religion. I'm trying to get my character sheet to work so I can double check real quick.
you don't have religion. You have a +2 to it.
Yeah.
I do not have religion, but if it's based off Dex, that is a different story.
Well, the only thing that would matter is if you have if you're proficient in it.
Yeah.
Fair enough, Rip.
So, whoever has the highest dex.
I think Waylon has me beat out.
Can,
How
can
much do
someone
you
beat
have?
a +4 to the roll?
I can beat +5.
Okay.
Well,
Yep.
Well, there you
That's
go.
what I thought.
Yeah, I'm +3, so.
Alright,
Send
go-
it.
Go for it, Foylan.
Go. Let's see how this goes.
Okay.
Not too bad, not too bad.
Not bad. You are able to extract, safely, the sickle-like front claws of the beast.
Hell
Very nice.
fucking yeah.
Very nice.
Aren't those like made of Acherite, as it was like originally described or something? Because it was like, trailing them on the walls and shit like that. Or am I misremembering?
They don't appear to be made out of the same material that is
Okay.
making up Wayland's arrows.
Oui. Still, that's cool as fuck. How much do they weigh, though?
I'm gonna do a roll real quick. So, you get... Oh, nice. 5 total of them, and they are 10 pounds each.
Oh my
Somebody
god.
want to help with these?
10 pounds isn't that heavy, but well, 20
Yeah.
pounds is pretty
Yeah,
heavy
for
though.
you.
Yeah, but there's 50 pounds total
Yeah,
in
I was
this
gonna
set.
say 10 pounds per thing.
I will.
I can carry one
It's
or two.
not too heavy. It's not too heavy for a block and tackle to lift out of here. Or we're gonna be getting a lot of mileage out of this block and tackle today if we're gonna be mining.
We are
Oh,
very
yeah.
much
Heck yeah.
going to.
Hold on to at least 2 of them, so the rest of the
Yes.
3, do with what you will.
If
I
people like
do
take one
have,
of each, like just take one, then
Awesome.
carry one
Yeah,
or
I've-
two.
I've got a little bit of weight that I can play with.
Acherite Prowler Claws. Wait. Fucking 5 or 10 rather. Ridiculous.
10 pounds.
Insane claws.
Damn.
In the meantime, the children yearn for the mines. So, mining takes a long time and is a very strenuous activity.
But we're not children.
The children yearn for the mines.
Fraylin is.
You're not children.
Waylon is.
You do have a child.
Alright, so, mining is a strenuous activity, takes a while, so this is going to be in 4-hour chunks to do mining of various sources. So, in order to mine, everyone with a mining pick is going to do a strength check for me, just pure strength. So, who's got mining pick?
Me.
Oh my god. Y'all are gonna laugh,
Wait a-
but
Would you like
left
to
mine on
would
the cart.
anybody? Oh no! You want to go back and get it? You have wings. You can just go back and get it real quick.
So you can go get it, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm also pretty certain that I didn't carry that with me because heavy.
Also, if anybody wants to lend me one, because I have the highest strength degree.
Well, I'm going to pull
would
up
like-
an epic roll so everyone can do it at the same time.
Oh, I apologize.
ooh.
Oh, yeah. I need to refresh my game because it got
Everyone
funky
realized
on my
they got
character
it,
sheet.
and I'm like, let's go!
But Ty, I'm like 99% sure Tyg has one, so I'm just gonna say they sigh and like reach into their pack and pull out like a fucking pickaxe and just. This was the whole point of us coming down here, you know.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, exactly why I brought mine.
Alright. So, in that case, strength check time.
Oh, fuck off!
Bum, bum, bum,
Let
bum,
me in.
bum,
I
bum.
got bumped over.
What do you want?
Oh.
Oh my god!
Was that 3?
Ah,
The curse. It could.
Yikes.
That was 3 natural ones! Incredible!
We're on a roll today, baby.
We just cave in.
Oh my
Well,
god.
it's a good thing the scalies are able to,
Okay. So,
Hold
that
it
says
together,
failure,
goodness.
but I am counting the total results of everyone that was over the limit, or the DC rather. So, mining through one of the shafts for about 4 hours. Amazingly, it is Tig and Nizip who are able to strike relative gold in the Acherite, and you get Well, that's dumb. I'm gonna do that again.
Correct. Thank you. Better.
All right.
Don't do it again next time, game.
3 slabs of Acherite ore.
Nice. It's something.
How heavy is the ore?
I actually have items prepared for those.
Ho ho.
Oh ho. So, Acherite ore, which I'm just gonna go ahead and drag into Tig's inventory for right now.
Thank
One
you.
unit is 10 pounds each.
Okay.
Cool.
I should be fine, but I will want to offload this to the cart later.
Alright. And I didn't see it pop up. Uh-oh. There we go.
There we go.
And you got 3 of them in total.
Excellent.
Alright.
So I hate to break it to you, but we need a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna be mining. We're gonna be down here for a while.
Yeah, it was double check 30 total is what
Hey, if we do this 10 more times.
Well, 10,
was it 30
10
from
from one of
each?
each of 4 different mines.
Yeah.
Assume that the Lord of Teeth can tell if it comes from a different mine.
I mean, it's Lord of Teeth, of course he knows.
Oh, he knows.
Oh, he knows.
Anyway,
I guess
Ti-
we move on to another ore vein.
Yep. You still got a couple more veins to search.
All right. Well,
Tag just holds up their mining pick and just tap out. No,
Megan takes-
nobody.
No.
Thank you.
No.
You're my absolute hero.
Megan
I'm not good
grunts
at it
and says-
either, but
All right.
it's good
Megan
enough, I
grunts and
guess.
says, maybe this time.
Cool, I will remove Tig from the list. Oh, I could add anyone to the list. I could add Kuma to the list if you wanted to summon. Kuma would not work, he's only around for an
Oh.
hour, and you need 4, so.
Oh,
Damn.
Just to summon him again. Use up all of your spell slots to summon him 4 times.
I don't even think I have that many.
Alright, so Helena's got the highest strength score of all the hirelings, so she would probably be the best tag in. Alright, in which case, the children yearn for the mines.
All right. Come on, I want to see big numbers. Big
Let's
numbers.
go.
I want to.
Oh, that's way
Something,
better.
Something.
Oh, that was better for me anyway.
You know.
Is that another fucking nat 1? Waylon?
Like, how much
The
is
Acherite is punishing Quaylen. That is my headcanon.
No kidding.
I will watch Helena, my greatest inspiration in life.
Megan turns towards Phelan and asks, "Is he good? Is he all right?" She gives a little blink of her optics to of concern, and then returns to her mining.
I regret to inform you, Anne, that your webcam's doing the thing again.
No.
No.
Alright.
Uh,
It is showing...
Did my roll not go through?
Yeah, it's showing
No,
that
it did not.
Nizip and Megan still need to roll on my end.
Weird.
Yeah,
I
weird.
rolled and I got an 11, but yeah, I guess I'll roll again.
Apologies, we're having some technical difficulties.
Well,
Okay, well,
that's better.
There we go.
That's
Yeah.
much better than 11.
We take a 23.
We take those.
Yeah, unfortunately, on my screen, it's just sitting shaking the die under my icon and just not doing anything else.
Oh, that's
Oh,
Strange.
dumb.
that's a little stinky.
I think I rolled an 11, but I'm not sure if that was my die or not.
We're trying!
Yeah, that's the thing. But clicking on anything isn't doing anything.
This is a
It's just
technical
sitting-
difficulties episode. I guess refresh again.
Yeah.
Because the shake icon is what it says, sending the request to roll. but it's doing that forever, so...
Yeah, that's no good.
I'm not allowed to roll.
It's like the idea of Nizib getting a dice and just constantly like shaking it in their hand. It's like, Nizib, roll the dice.
Nizib! Nizib!
No. No. My dice.
Zips on strike.
Only shake, never
Just-
roll.
Puts dice in mouth instead. Just no. Oh,
God.
You can't eat the math rocks.
Watch
Watch
it!
me.
I dread the day that one of my dogs manages to steal a die.
oh,
Oh,
no!
dear.
Don't even say that.
Come on,
The
finish
dice stay on
downloading
the
world
desk.
data, please.
No.
Now, why would it
Meantime, how are you doing, folks?
Yeah. I'm doing all right.
At the same time, as Trill, can I, kind of like go back to talking to the spiders and just ask if they can, if they're willing to scout out the area to see if that was actually the only like prowler that was down here.
Oh no, it's still there.
Or
Oh,
if
no.
there happen to be more.
Yeah.
There! I clicked on it! I clicked on it for Nizip and I got a nat 20! Let's go!
There we
Let's
go.
go.
That's what matters.
We're free! We're all free now!
Thank God.
Yeah, I was like, I reloaded it and it thinks I already rolled, so it's like, I'll take that.
Yeah, that was me. That was me. 7! 7 more pieces of
Nice.
Acherite ore.
There's a 10.
And
Okay,
that's
that's the 10 we need.
That's 10.
Oh, I didn't realize I was proficient in mining. Look at that.
Wow.
Things you
Yeah.
learn.
You work like
Dragons
a dragon
do
born
love-
possessed.
Dragons love their rocks.
Okay, there's more nuance to it than that, but
They're precious rocks.
well, I mean, that's technically all we need. If there's
Yeah.
something what people wanted to do with said Acherite, I mean, I guess we could try for more, but
What else can you
I wonder how
really
late
do?
it's
Like-
getting.
Megan gives an uncomfortable glance at Layla.
I'm like, yeah, I don't think it's a substance we should be messing with ourselves.
Seemingly, yeah.
Out of character, baby, you might be doomed by the narrative, but I'm built different. Ty
My
kind of like,
character's
Are you sure that's out of character? Because
okay. Because okay,
it's a little too fourth wally, but
okay. Further's probably doomed by the narrative, but also, how funny would it be?
It would be really funny, though.
I mean, listen, it would always be good to sell off because, obviously the shit's super valuable. Or, in case we need to get it made into, you know, I don't know, weaponry that actually deals damage to planar beings? Fiendish beings? Might be useful. But it's up to you, and that is a bit of an investment. So I'm just, you know, throwing that out there as an option. You all did very good on the mining. You all did very good on the mining, by the way. It was very inspiring. The tiger's just been like strumming their bass in the background.
Megan nods and hands and returns the borrowed pickaxe.
Guess the tiniest
Thank
bit
you.
wouldn't hurt too much.
Yeah.
Uh,
Trill's out of breath. But yeah,
I will say another mining attempt today will eat into your rest and have you roll for exhaustion.
Yeah, I thought that might be the case.
That's definitely something to think about.
have I heard anything back from the spiders?
The spiders told you to bugger off.
Okay. Well, either way, hey Nizip,
Yeah.
would you mind showing me where you found the susser trees?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Ooh, thank you. Wee.
zoom.
Do. Right over here, and just kind of like proudly presents the smoldering tree.
The flames have snuffed themselves out by now, right?
I mean,
Or is it still there?
by now, like, it's burnt, but it's no longer actively on fire, which is impressive considering it's right near a pool of lava.
Okay. Well, as long as it's not like actively on fire. It's like
Oh,
you did
there's-
what you had to do. And I am remembering that I have my own susser seeds that I'm going to plant in their place.
All right.
What are you doing?
They I'm planting the seeds here. While these ones had to be destroyed, they are plants that deserve to have a fighting chance in an environment that is their own. It's not their fault that they have the qualities that they do, and it's not their fault that the Acherite Prowler is here in the first place.
Alright, fair enough.
Out of character, I also have a note that says plant them after the beast has been slain. So
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And don't mind me, Nizib just noticed Fog of War, so I've got to take care of that.
Of course, Nizip is allergic.
Acherite Prowler's son came out.
Yeah, it's like,
I've come to avenge me, father! Also, I'm Scottish!
Scottish.
Ah.
It's me, Papa. You're gonna have to walk around this mine. Oh, actually, I think most of the mine is revealed.
yeah, it's just this little bit here that was right at the end that I was going to do,
Right.
and then Beast attacked, and that was not priority.
And you know, because
Tiny
I'm so
bit-
nice, I won't even drop portcullises on you.
Well, I appreciate that.
that is
Honestly,
actually
forgot that existed.
super.
Next time you should
didn't
have just
forget
done
or
it without
anything.
comment.
I'd be like,
Call of shame up to
that's right.
Carolina.
Oh, wait, hang on. There's something that would be really funny. Finish your move, Nizip.
Oh no. Oh
Clang!
Oh, it's a dead end. That's
Yeah.
weird.
Nizip, where'd you go? Nizip.
Huh.
The call of shame.
Whoopsie.
That would have been really funny, though.
God.
Yeah, this is awkward.
Trill looks up after planting the seeds, like, Nizip, where'd you go? Hello?
Oh, don't mind me. We're just checking all the nooks and crannies in case there was something we missed.
Is there anything we missed?
Just some portcullises, nothing fancy.
Ah. Well, I'm done here if we want to head back.
Alrighty.
All right. And so, off to the world map we go!
Yay!
And now it's time. No, it's time for those arrows to have a stern talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Now listen here, you
Well, time to make that new character sheet.
They're not gonna kill you.
optimism.
My dude, did you see how bad that was?
They'll just slap you.
They're arrows. They're not gonna kill you. On the other hand, us.
Target on back. Enough said.
As people are setting up the camp, Tyga's kind of like stepped aside and has been pacing out like a ritual circle, just kind of like humming different tones under their breath, accompanying it with some strums, and then finally sitting down cross-legged in the center, looks up, Waylon! Little beck and claw. Bring him here.
Comes over with the arrows. kind of just groups them together, places them carefully down in front of Tig.
Claw on arrows. Identify.
All right. It's identify time. And this is a particularly special identify. Because these arrows are Mondo fucked up, and they might cause some bloodlust. So there's going to be a series of saving throws. Could be as little as one.
Okay.
Could be more than one, depending on if you want to press further. So for the first one, as you peer in and start identifying what's up with these arrows, you peer through knowledge, and something else is peering through the ranks of your knowledge as well. Please make an intelligence saving throw.
Why are you on the same phone line?
Sir, yes, sir. 12.
12. Okay, so Acherite by itself does not register as magic. However, there's definitely something that is talking to Zidane. So there's some weird magic fuck stuff here, even if Acherite is not quite pinging as you would expect a magical item to do so. Do you want to push further?
Yes.
All right. Wisdom saving throw, please, as you try to push to see why would these be talking to Zidane.
That'd be 17.
17. So, if Acherite doesn't normally do this, but Acherite in general has been reported to cause bloodlust of some kind, it would be like there's almost a kind of planar poison of some kind. Some outside force channeled through Acherite, as a whole, the mineral, that would be causing bloodlust and communications like this. Do you wish to press further and try to figure out what that is?
Fuck yeah, baby, let's go.
Charisma saving throw!
Yeah, baby, let's
up
fucking
these
go.
arrows. Let's go.
Ooh.
All right, that is a 17.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
That is not high
Natural
enough.
I have a plus 8 to those. Sorry?
That is not high enough.
Ooh.
Ah.
Do we have any inspiration left?
I think
Nope.
I ran out.
Nope!
I guess that's it then.
Well, cool. Alright. You hear a voice echoing through your head as you try to peer further to find the source of the poison. You fool. You think you can open doors and control what comes through them. I see you. I know you. You will leave the boy to whatever ends I desire. You will tell him that the Acherite is not magic. And then the connection cuts off. You feel this very strong urge to do what the voice says.
Yeah, Tech kind of does a bit of a double take, blinks a few times, and kind of flexes their claw that was holding onto the arrows. I don't know. It's really strange. I mean, the arrows themselves, they're not really act like normal magical items at all.
I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
Probably worse, I think, but we may have to see if we can find someone who's a bit more versed on this sort of thing, but as far as I can discern, they just kind of shrug.
Thanks for trying at least.
Yeah, of course.
Pick up the arrows, put them back, go back to camp.
Alrighty.
It doesn't work.
Just close out of that. We're trying to summon Swift. Instead of summoning a giant Swift to terrorize the land, since it's a world map, let's just not bother.
It's giant Swift.
Giant Swift, the world is doomed.
It would be really
Just
funny. It would be really.
That would actually be helpful.
God.
Absolutely.
The world is my weed.
No one is safe. But would
was
Giant
so-
Swift
I was
still
about to
have
say-
only 2 hit points?
That would be really funny.
That would
She
be
stubs her-
really
Absolutely hilarious.
She stabs her toe on a hill and instantly dies.
Stubbs toe.
She disappears and like confetti starts fluttering down from the sky, like it's the Macy's Thanksgiving Day
Yeah.
parade.
Causes
Miles-
the next ice age that
Actually-
blocks out the sun.
Actually,
My-
that'd be kind of horrendous. But
Miles
also
downwind
kinda-
of her. What smells like crack?
It's actually not a tundra up north at all. It's just a bunch of crack.
Cocaine.
All right. It's watch time.
It is watch time. Megan's gonna sidle up next to Phelan, and pat them on the shoulder, just as a show of solidarity before going into sentry mode and scanning the horizon.
All right. It's still a bit of a dust storm out here in the desert. Hopefully by tomorrow it'll clear up. But through all the dust, you're pretty confident you don't see anything close to camp.
Megan nods.
All right. Second
All right,
watch.
who's next?
Here we
Really
go.
Quickly, did Wayland say they were going to talk to me tonight when we were in the mine?
Did he?
That's what I'm trying to remember. Was that vocalized?
I think there was gonna be a discussion, and then all this happened. So, for the sake of making sure that hell doesn't wait, because I know that'd get worse, we'll wait on that another night.
Okay.
Please. Oh my god.
It's a little
Alright.
distracted.
A little bit distracted.
Obviously.
All right, so the Acherite bloodlust is still in effect because you didn't get a kill. So you're a little bit distracted, staring out into the dust storm. At one point, your vision gets really blurry, and you don't know how long it is. But when you come to again, there is a set of bandits with arrows in them, a couple yards in front of you.
Quickly taking a quick look at the arrows. Never mind.
You hear the clanging once again. How lucky you are. Well, not that lucky. The bandits snuck up on camp and managed to kill the bird before you detected and got rid of them.
Was this my doing?
You are an excellent shot, Hunter. You look over towards where Zerid is sleeping. Notably, he appears to still be breathing and is sleeping just fine.
Gods.
As I said, Hunter. You look down. One of the bandits' scimitars is in your hand, Zidane. The bandits killed the bird in his sleep, but you managed to take them down.
So, I know this is a little bit of metagaminess, but Nizip would be sleeping lightly knowing they're supposed to go on watch next.
Go ahead and
I've
make a
made a
stealth check.
perception
Stealth check for
I'm
you.
not Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, stealth check me.
Yeah, stealth check Phelan, yeah?
Oh shit. Wow!
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
Now
say
you want to roll
That's
good.
funny, actually. No, I'm gonna say that. That's hilarious.
that is hilarious. That's also probably way higher than Nisip's passive perception, unfortunately.
My passive is only a 17, yeah.
Alright. Whelan, you find yourself suddenly kneeling down in one of the bandits' boots over by Zarid's cot. How dare this bird take your kill? This utter coward. Show up you, a hunter, a warrior. And what is his role anyway? Healer? You have so many in your number. You don't need the healing. You don't need to split your winnings with him. You're better off without him. So the bandits took care of him, and that was a blessing.
Bandits were a greater hunt than this one is.
This one
Besides,
took.
greater prey.
This
Waste
one
us.
took your prey from you, and you would allow that?
Is it really worth drawing his blood over one fluke?
You are a pathetic creature with no pride who does not deserve us unless you can prove yourself!
How about one prey in particular for a little bet?
This is not a negotiation, boy.
A loss on one beast. There are greater hunts out there. Rulers.
You may try.
Mer-
You try
mages
my
of
patience,
reality.
boy. You agree to this, all right?
I choose a child then. There are other hunters more capable.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh
Ooh, baby.
Oh,
Oh,
My God. Holy fuck.
You blink. Before you lies Zarid, his throat slit in the night. We will be
Hey, so,
discussing this later.
Hey, so Sentry's Rest means that I'm technically conscious.
Megan, you just saw Flaylin cut open Zarid's throat.
Megan's eye flashes blood red, and she marches up to Flaylin and grabs by the neck, and she roars, "What have you done?"
I don't know! Megan, please don't hurt me, please!
Her mechanical grip tightens slightly, and she says, "Why?"
I don't know. I wasn't good enough. I couldn't fight the arrows. I couldn't fight them.
Megan's head turns towards Flaylin's quiver. She processes things. She processes the situation, and she sets Flaylin down, and she says, her eyes still blood red. "We will discuss this in the morning."
Not even picking up his bow, he runs into his tent and stays there for the rest of the night.
right.
And
It's just gonna leave
Nizip, as you go to
straight.
Nizip, as you go to watch, you notice that Megan's optic has not returned from it. Has turned red and is not returned has not returned to its usual blue.
Well, yeah, see, the thing is, I wake up and go, where's the child? Where's the child? Why was I not woken? And rush to their tent to see if they're there or what's gone on.
Waylon is curled up in the corner, shaking, not
Waylon,
moving.
Waylon, what's wrong?
He's not responding to you.
Nizip is going to rush out and survey everything around because not sure what is going on.
Yeah, Megan's eye is glowing red in battle mode. There are some bandits near the camp that have been shot down with a couple of arrows. And oh yeah, Zareed's not breathing.
Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Yeah, unfortunately, I am not one of the healers, and I don't have a thing to do in this situation. I rush back to Phelan's tent. Phelan, what happened?
He's not responding. He's still in the corner on his side, like laying on the ground shaking. And you just hear him muttering a lot of things.
Okay. Do I see their quiver?
You see the quiver.
I take the quiver.
Okay.
And I specifically pull out whatever Acherite arrows they have.
Alrighty.
I go out. I stash away the arrows and fuck. I can't just go on watch with all this. That just wouldn't work. I'm gonna psychically connect with Megan and go, hey, what's going on?
Megan responds, "We will have to discuss this in full when everyone is awake. But..." And she's not super privy to what's been happening with what Zidane's internal turmoil is outside of what he squeaked about the arrows while she was gripping him by the throat. But she says, Zidane, killed Zerid in his sleep.
Is there nothing you could do? No healing, no divine intervention, nothing?
Megan was quiet for a moment, and she says, I only caught the act.
All right.
She didn't see it coming. She couldn't see it coming. Because as far as she was concerned, as far as she could see, like, she just saw Zidane walk up to Zerid and, slit his throat.
Okay.
And she says, I'm sorry. If I were stronger,
You did what you
I
could.
should have been stronger.
You did what you could, Megan. We will discuss it in the morning. For now, guess I shall try and clean this up as best I can. And I'm gonna go start trying to loot and clean up the bandits' bodies as best I can.
All right. The bandits each, there were 2 of them. They each had a set of leather armor, a scimitar, and a light crossbow.
Oh, they were actually there.
Yeah.
Oh.
There actually were bandits.
Oh, I thought they were like spectral. Yikes.
Those are real guys. Those are just dudes.
Oh, fuck. Well, this is a horrible idea. This is a bad idea.
Do it.
Do it!
Yeah.
Do it!
Do it. Do it.
I'm going to remove the arrows from the bandits as best I can,
Okay.
and take my ice pick dagger and make it look like they were killed via me attacking them versus the arrows.
Go ahead and deception with dexterity that for me, please.
Yep, that I can do. Let's see. That would be... I do that, and then plus 3...
26. That is a pretty damn convincing dagger job, all things considered. Yeah. Stabbing and cutting across the arrow wounds basically covers him up.
Okay, and then... Oh, I wish I had my webcam on so you could see how very conflicted I am about how far I want to take this.
What are you trying to do?
Well, tell us about it. Tell the audience.
Snap
Share the
arrows.
class.
Okay, so
Help the team.
sharing with the class, I don't want anyone to know Waylon did this.
I mean, isn't Megan just gonna tell
Okay.
everybody?
Possibly, unless I ask her not to.
Gonna have to give a pretty darn good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
mean, what's the harm in trying, right?
Megan just
Yeah.
witnessed. Megan is lawful good and just witnessed a murder.
Yeah,
You have to remember.
yeah. Okay, so I'm going to, with the psychic link to Megan. Listen, something is screwy with Whalen, and from what they said and what you've told me, I think there's something about these arrows to be blamed for this. And I know you're probably very angry and very upset, but I don't think Whalen would have done this of their own accord.
Megan responds, "It doesn't make sense." Which is why she was so angry.
But until we can find out more, I don't want to tell everyone that Whalen did this.
Megan considers this for a moment, and you hear a sigh. You hear like a mechanical sigh, and begrudgingly she says, "Just for the good of the land, for the good of the safety of the land, and for the good of our cause, we can't afford a schism at this point in time. However, we must do something about those arrows if those seem to be the cause."
I agree. I have, for now, stashed them in my pack, and I am going to do what I can to lock them up.
Megan asks, "Why not just be rid of them entirely, if you are certain that they are the problem?"
Because the problem is, I'm not certain of that. It's just a gut feeling I have. And until we can find out more, I don't know that just disposing of them is going to solve.
She sighs again, and then she says, "I will allow Flaylin grace this one time. Mercy this one time."
That is all I ask. I'm then going to, as I said, go and use what stuff I've got to kind of, as best I can, lock my pack with the key from the book with the lock from the book that we don't have a key for, so no one but me should be able to open it.
Alright.
You need a roll from me for that?
To set up a lock? No.
Okay. Oh, and then I'm going to do the thing that's gonna really suck.
I swear to God.
Let's
screw it.
go.
Let's
go.
go.
Do it. Do it.
So, near the end of my watch, when people are just about gonna start waking up, I take my ice pick dagger and plunge it into Zareed's throat. Zareed's. and scream and make a loud noise. Fucking stole the kill! But with the intention to wake everyone up.
Oh, God.
Yo!
Yikes!
Fascinating.
Yeah, no, I'll say this. That immediately catches Wayland's attention. He kind of like, that's like, huh?
What was
and
that?
just kind of stand over the body seething.
Dario immediately wakes up.
What happened? Nissa, what happened?
What's going on?
Yes.
Grumble.
They just sigh and pull the dagger out of Zareed.
What's the...
What the fuck? Says Elena, groggily getting up.
Trill's just fucking horrified.
What the hell? Is he dead?
Yeah. As are those two that snuck up on the camp last night, as I gesture to the two bodies I've stacked up.
What happened?
Yes.
Bandits attacked the camp last night.
Okay,
Dario growls.
walk me. Okay. Tig is like finally kind of like stumbled over to the group, has taken that in, heard about the bandit attack. Okay, so walk me through that. Bandits attacked the camp last night, and yet they look at the ice pick dagger, look down at Zareed. I'm going to want a very good explanation for
I don't have
why. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
You just randomly decided to kill Zareed? Is that it?
Zareed stole the kill.
I was wanting to kill the Acherite beast, and they got the kill, and I was frustrated at the bandits and just decided to do so.
You killed him?
Wait.
Do we have to worry about this with you now? Anytime we go into combat now, if somebody actually steps up and does the job and helps, they have to worry about getting one of your knives in their throat now? What the fuck? What is wrong with you?
Why did you do this?
I'll toss the dagger at Tig's feet. No, you can keep it. You don't have to worry about that anymore.
Well, how the fuck is that going to comfort us? You have psychic daggers!
True. Much harder to instantly kill someone without them noticing with a psychic dagger, though.
But when did this happen? Could we still save him?
Trill's just gonna like run up and like shove Nizup away and just scramble, trying to do whatever he can possibly do to try and like help.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
Yeah,
Whether it's
Nizup doesn't fight back at all.
Waylon goes up to Nissa, just, what are you doing?
I will shoot the always up one. Is it Psychic Mind? No, Psychic Whispers. No, Psychic Mind is it. And just say to Whalen, protecting your hide until I can figure out what is going on.
I try to go into, all my arrows, and that's when I realize the Acherite arrows are missing. Wait. Kind of stop as I'm panicking. Slowly looks to Nizup. It's you.
And Nizup puts a claw up. Don't. whatever it needs to happen, if I'm not allowed to be alone on watches going forward, if you don't trust me, that's fine. All I can say is I have a reason for what I've done.
I mean, are you going to share with the rest of the class, or going to leave us all in suspense, wondering if we're going to die in our sleep next?
I have a reason for what I've done.
Oh my god!
Give us one good reason, then. If you can't give us that one, give us one good reason as to why we should deign to have you around after this.
They sigh and stand back up slowly and just...
Was all that thing about having a code bullshit, Nizip? All that thing about only going after people who deserved it? Was murder just the thing for you all along then, and this is you just finally letting it all out?
I am going to speak in Draconic. Just, Nissa, please.
God, Nissa, please don't make me hate you. Come on.
Megan, on the other hand, is giving Nizip a look, saying, look that basically says, "You and I are having a conversation later."
Listening to you.
Yeah. But they just give the look back of, yeah.
Yeah?
And I, at this moment in time, can't tell you why.
How very, very convenient.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, you'd better come up with a good fucking reason by the time we get to the next town, because otherwise, my vote is to just drop your ass in the desert. I'm not going to wait around to have my throat slit in the night by someone who I trusted to keep watch over us.
As I said, I won't keep watch anymore then.
Listen, I gave you an out. I asked if you hated any of us. Are you serious?
And I don't.
Suri didn't deserve this.
Oh, Sareed.
There is
No.
no reason I can even think of that you could tell us that would make this okay.
You're right.
I believe them.
Why?
What?
We believe what? What is there to believe? What is there to believe?
Can
Nizip
you
said they did the
justify
thing. We
this?
just want to know why.
Nizip. Nizip, I thank you for what you were trying to do.
No, don't.
So, this was my mess, alright?
Listen, you don't have to take the blame for Nizip. Obviously, they were very
The
clear
Acherite
in
arrows.
what they did.
The arrows.
What about them?
I failed to kill the beast. The arrows were angry that I didn't. They went after bloodshed. I killed the bandits because they wanted to kill Zareed. I tried to reason with it. And I wasn't strong enough. Next thing I know, Zareed's bloodied, and Megan strangling me in the air.
Feeling safe flying. Let's say you're lying, please.
I wish I was.
My God.
Carolina shakily speaks up. Megan, is this true?
Megan's optics dim, and she lowers her head. And she repeats what she told Nizip. She only caught him in the act she only caught him in the act when it was too late. And she says, "I'm sorry. I wish I was strong enough."
Holy shit, says Carolina, and she just like falls back into her cot.
You guys believe that I wouldn't actually kill it, right? I might be a hunter, but I wouldn't kill part of my pet.
Then what's this?
Yeah.
Then what? Why is Zareed dead?
He took the arrow's kill. They were angry.
Fine.
I don't know.
We'll go find an expert on magic items or something. Or non-magic items, on something. Somebody who could tell us anything about these fucking arrows. Okay? Then once we know more, we can...
Never mind the arrows, it's the Acherite in general. What's to say this won't happen to any of us now?
We're carrying around 100 pounds of it, says Carolina.
I don't think we're in that much danger. Otherwise, I think something worse could have happened, but...
Something
Not in
worse!
so much. No, what do you mean not in so much danger?
The Acherite in general. Something's wrong with those arrows. Something's very wrong.
My God.
Which is why you don't have the arrows anymore.
Nobody should have those arrows.
Correct. But what would you suggest to do with them?
Burn them,
Destroy
says
them.
Helena.
You really think you can burn Acherite?
I think it would be worth a try rather than carrying them the fuck around.
Megan says that perhaps we should take the locked case with the arrows in them, put them in the carts where nobody will have them on their person. And then once we figure out what their problem is, then we figure out how to dispose of them. But for now, they should not be on anybody's person.
My suggestion is we make our way back and see if we can't meet with Vorny. He is the friendliest, artificery type we know. If anyone would be able to discern things about items, it would probably be him.
Okay.
Megan
How
nods
does
in
that
assent.
sound?
Yeah. But if you weren't able to discover anything about them, how are we sure he would?
I don't know. There's also a university in that city, and we can always work together too. So, listen. It's worth a shot. He's the only one that I could conscientiously call an expert in this sort of thing.
Fine.
The other alternative would be to ask. Oh, was it Peace Promise that was the town that was kind of the oasis from Augustine? Was that the name of the place?
Yeah, Peace Promise is the westernmost town that is like basically free from Augustine's rule.
Yeah.
Redemption Square is the one that Augustine has not made any like attempts at taking over or whatever.
Redemption Square.
They're,
yeah, thank
they're
you.
close
That's what I was
together,
thinking
though,
of. Alternatively, there are some people in Redemption Square who, knew things about more like planar aspects. The Alchemist comes to mind. That's closer. We could maybe go there instead.
Let's start there. Please, I don't want anyone else heard from these.
Hate to talk the semantics of this. What do we do with his body?
I don't know about you, but he deserves a proper burial.
Yeah, Nyx has him like
Agreed.
cradled at this point.
Well, in that case, just leave him out for a couple of minutes. It's another dust storm today. He'll be buried soon
Shut the
enough.
fuck up, Barcat!
Is no one else going to be practical here but me?
You can be
No,
practical all you
Barcat.
want.
This death wasn't practical.
No.
Eating it would feel
And I'm
disgraceful.
trying to make something of it. That's a compromise between my usual making something of a dead body.
I mean, I hate to say this, but if word gets out that we're starting to kill each other, we're legally screwed as well. I mean, not to say we're already legally screwed, but, like, worse?
Which was exactly why I wanted everyone to think the dirty rogue did it.
I mean, that wouldn't solve the underlying problem of what they're saying, but...
The bandits did it.
Yeah.
The stories out of the bandits did it.
Right.
Well, tell whatever fucking stories you want and do whatever you need to do with the corpse. You can go repack the cart or something. Fuck.
I don't care what any of y'all do. I'm gonna prepare a burial
Yeah,
for Zuri.
I'll help you.
Please
I mean, that's
do.
gonna take longer than just leaving him out here, but whatever floats your boat.
Not the time!
Barcat, go out hunting or something. I don't want to talk to you.
Fine.
Trill, can I help with the burial? I think this might be the only time I can apologize to him properly.
That's something that will make you feel better.
Oh, true. Once you're ready, if you end up wanting any music or words, let me know.
We'll see.
Yeah.
As everybody's dispersing, Megan approaches Niziv, and she asks, "Why would you throw away the loyalty of the companions?"
Because
What
if it
so
meant-
readily?
Because if it meant protecting Whalen or anyone else in the group, I would give up everything in an instant.
She processes this for a moment, and then she says, while that mindset in theory is admirable, she asks why. Yeah, she asks because the bandits were an excuse. So that was right there. Like, you could have pinned it
Simple.
on them. So
Simple.
why do you value the others' loyalty to you so little? Question.
Because of how I would perceive the situation were I in it. For you to tell me some bandits snuck up past you and killed our own, and you weren't able to stop them, I wouldn't trust you. You, as a dirty rogue, kill one of our own. That's more believable that the loose cannon would do so. And at the end of the day, I don't care how you all perceive me. I don't care how anyone perceives me. I care that you are all safe.
Megan looks down for a moment, and then she says, "What of the people who care for you?"
I don't know. I don't know why anyone would care for me at this point.
Megan sighs, and she says, "Sometimes sometimes yes, you may be a loose cannon. Sometimes she does not understand the decisions that you make. However, as long as we're traveling together, as long as we're on this quest, you deserve protection as much as we do. You deserve the
Yeah,
same thing that you wish to allot others." And she
and
just asked, "Go ahead."
no, and while that's true, that's what I've been told at every point in my life, right up until I'm no longer worth keeping around. So were I to have betrayed everyone's trust and gotten kicked out, that would just make the fourth strike in a row. It's nothing new to me to care about those around me, only for them to leave me hanging dry. So I don't expect it in return, because I know it's hollow at the end of the day. Or rather, I think it's hollow at the end of the day.
You can see the light in Megan's eyes dim a little bit, as if a show of pity. And she simply says, "Do or think as you will, then. However," she struggles to think of she struggles to think of how to respond to this. And she asks, "Would you so willingly throw away the opportunity for it to not be the case, for that to not be the case?"
They sigh and just turn around. Possibly. At the end of the day, all I work towards is the safety of others, no matter the cost to myself.
Megan grunts, and she says, "You are noble. No, no strings attached. No qualifiers to that statement. You are noble. But that just means that cost would be far too high. She gently pats Nizip on the shoulder, and then goes to help Trill with the burial.
And Nizip just kind of stands at the edge of camp while everyone else is doing what they're doing.
All right. Some time passes. By now, Zarid's gotten proper burial deep in the sand.
And then I'm also gonna send an animal messenger to the Sun Scars to let them know of his passing.
All right.
I think Nyx would take Dalguz's like prayer book and probably muddle the prayers, but say it as best as they can.
Emotional whiplash sting.
Yep.
Yep. I'm just like,
God.
Did we want to have like a funeral service, or did we want to like head out?
Well, that's what Nyx was doing.
Okay, yeah, cool.
yeah.
Funeral service.
Funeral service was read through Dalgu's prayer book. Anything further?
Megan knows that like the sand will probably blow it over by the end of the day, but she still places. What's Zarid carry? What was Zarid carrying? Oh, nothing.
Yeah, he didn't really have a lot of equipment. He was just
Yeah.
a monk.
He's a
Yeah.
monk.
He didn't really
Yeah.
need anything. He had hands.
Yeah, that's...
I'm not gonna place his hands over the grave. Like,
Remove
that would be
his
messed up.
hands!
Oh no.
Remove his talons and stick him up out of the grave.
Listen, if
I'm
no
not
one
gonna
else
do
is
that.
going to be using them.
Parka!
I am actually going to take my flute and kind of put it as a sort of quote unquote headstone for him.
Megan watches you do this, and she sees the sadness in Phelan's eyes and the regret. And if her appearance could soften, if she wasn't externally a machine with one's facial expression, you would see her face soften a little bit. And she makes a mental note to talk to the kid later, especially after choking him in the evening. I think she needs to follow up on that.
Yeah, there needs to be a follow-up. Well, that'll happen
Yeah.
later.
We'll unpack that later.
We'll unpack that later.
There's a lot to unpack. We'll get to it one step at a time.
Yeah, Trill's gonna also place one of his feathers at this gravesite as well.
Actually, Nyx will take a leaf. I did that too.
Are you all good to go then?
Megan nods.
Much as we can be.
Let's make our way to Redemption Square, I guess.
All right. To avoid severe mood whiplash as I describe the journey, we're gonna take a quick little break to breathe, decompress, get hydrated or dehydrated. We will see you all in a little bit. Don't go anywhere. Bye-bye. Welcome back to Legend of the Wildlands. We've all had a moment to breathe. So it's still a depression arc, but we're out of the initial moment, so we can continue our march. It turns out it is faster to get to Redemption Square just marching straight north than it is going through the tower. So, on we go. All right. It is, in many senses of the word, a quiet march northward. It is a dust storm, so there's not a lot of people or things out and about. Nothing of note or interest you can see in the middle of the vast desert. A lot of the party is keeping a little bit more distance from each other. Dario is among them. He is notably keeping a greater distance from any of the rest of the party now.
The dog hates us!
And the quiet march eventually ends as you get beneath the shade of a big old rock formation and set up camp.
Well,
Megan's eyes are trained towards the direction that they were going. For now. But he also needs to be the sentry. We gotta try to be business as usual. Wow, rolling a lot of 15s for watch today.
A lot of 15s on what today, yeah. There are some, small lizards, horny toads mostly, taking shade beneath the rock near the camp, enjoying the warmth of the campfire. They're very small and they don't appear particularly afraid of you.
Alright. Great horned toads. They're doing
And yes,
horny
really,
things.
right in front of your salad.
Right in front of my salad.
Right in front of your salad. Alright. Second watch.
Megan has to.
Who else is taking watch?
Tygan kind of wrapped blanket around self and sidled up next to Megan because she runs warm and just wake me up for second watch, thank you. So they will go for it. All right, that would be a 7.
7. You don't see much of anything. Whether that's because people are stealthy or because it's a fucking dust storm, you don't know.
Cool. Who's taking third?
Me if I'm allowed to. I don't know if I'm allowed to, though.
Ty goes
You're
to
not-
wake up next.
Oh,
That's
fuck.
fair.
Right, that's Swift. Next, just 1,000 yards there.
Technically Nizip didn't do it, but they did lie about doing it, so they still lied.
Yeah.
As I said, I get it.
There we go. Ta-da! 11 from Swift.
Hey, you think any of this dust is crack dust?
Not in the mood.
I was about to ask if she's snorting the dust.
I mean, I don't want to store regular dust, because that shit gets everywhere, but crack dust, that is worth it.
Swift, we've just had in-party murder. This is not the time.
It's always time for drugs.
Fourth wall, Atwa's saying this, but so there's a local disease called valley fever, which you get because there are mold spores in the dust storms here. So there could be shroom spores in the dust. We just don't know.
Hell yeah! Let's go!
Hey, it works, it works.
This is why I keep dragging us back to the desert, so I can inundate you with desert facts against your will.
Desert facts! Desert facts!
Well, who else is gonna do that? Has to be you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, Swift notices nothing of particular import to report, other than occasional wondering if this is shroom dust.
Oh yeah,
It's probably not.
real quick. Swift,
What?
how fucked are we?
Define
In what definition do you mean fucked?
As in, is this really the point we've got at where we're all gonna start killing each other?
I mean, maybe a pattern. I don't know.
Maybe a pattern.
Yeah, I'd watch myself personally, but like, you know, I don't know if I can die, so I think I am the one who's truly safe, ironically enough.
Right. I told Zidane no matter what, I'd be friends with them, but how the fuck can I justify this? Great, thanks. Oh god, I need time. Redemption Square, if we can get there, I can clear my head. It'll be okay. Maybe. Will it?
In what sense of the word do you define okay?
I can trust people again?
Oh, no, that's not happening. That shit ain't happening.
Right, let's wake everyone else.
Wake up, losers, it's still dust storming!
Hooray.
Megan's gonna like walk over to Wayland's tent and peer in and just check on him.
He's just reading in there.
Okay.
Babe, what are you reading? I want to know.
How to pick a lock.
How to fix
Oh my
friendship
God.
after murder.
No, he's basically just doing language homework at this point.
I see. Immersing yourself in your studies to distract yourself from the horrors of the world.
Oh my
Honestly.
god. Does Tig make language homework for Fuelin?
Yes!
Homework packs.
That's the new headcanon.
Perfect.
No new homework for you.
Tig,
Megan
after this, Tig doubles
watches-
the homework.
You have extra homework! You detention, young man!
God.
Your word of the day is guilt!
But yeah, Megan peers into Fuelin's tent, watching him kind of like poring over his language texts. She gently asks, "May I come in?"
He actually like kind of flinches a bit, goes back, very obviously scared.
Megan nods and she says, she's not gonna push it because she's not that type of person, but she does say, "I'm sorry." And she slinks back out of the tent. It's probably gonna happen for several nights.
Fair enough.
because knowing this, because like she's understanding the situation a little bit better, and she feels bad about like strangling him. But like she's not gonna push it if he's terrified. And she goes to help Nyx wake the others.
All right. You get up, get everything sorted on the sand glider, start heading northward. You pass by another camp, like a mile or so away from yours, also took shelter under the rocks. It looks like a bunch of mostly humans, couple dwarves, in like thick leathers and thick like scarves wrapped around to keep dust out of their eyes, packing up for a mining expedition of some kind.
Miners. We just did that.
Yeah, Tegel, hail them. Just, how's travel been for you all?
Not so good, considering it's been fucking sandstorming for the better part of a 10-day now.
Tell us about it. Where are you heading off to?
Heading up to the Great Gorge, just up north. Less than a day's travel, unless my map is horribly wrong and we got horribly lost in a dust storm.
Is the Great Gorge to the north, as far as our estimation?
Based on your maps, which, given Carolina's with you, are pretty good, that is accurate. The Great Gorge is north of you, at the very least, a place where it's relatively safe to go down into the gorge, because, you know, there are big holes, and then there are holes you can start climbing down the sides of.
It's a gorge.
It's a gorge.
No, I think, yeah, no, that's about right. Hey, we're going north as well. Do you want to walk with us, at least, as far as you're going?
Why not? We should be there by around midday or so, but having a bigger group around, you know, protects us from bandits and the like.
Exactly, and sandwalkers, too.
And those
God's
fucking sandwalkers, they love this kind of weather.
worst. So why are you going to the gorge anyway?
Well, we meant to go there a couple of days ago. A couple of our men went down there looking for minerals of their own. We never heard from them again. We are, strictly speaking, the recovery group. Sandstorm delayed us long enough, so we figured today is our best shot, or last shot even, of finding any of them alive.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they're okay. This happen often? Is the gorge that dangerous?
Top couple layers of the gorge, not especially. You might, piss off a rock dweller or two, but that's about it. As you get deeper into the gorge, the ones who've gone out of it have gone out babbling mad.
Mad, you say?
Aye.
Huh. Yeah, what kind of minerals are worth that?
Let me rack my brain. I'm not exactly the minerals guy.
Yeah. Peg shrugs, companionably walks by him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, gold for one. Plenty of that. And, some access to, mechanite, other, like, rare metals that normally you'd have to cross Sedaria to get.
Good to know. Huh. Especially about the mechanite. It's not exactly common out here.
It gets more common in the Far East and Far West.
Yeah, go figure. Well, unfortunately, we have our own, Tyga looks back at our incredibly dour group as we've been walking in mostly silence and just, yeah, we kind of have our own thing going on, but, I mean, who knows? Maybe we might see each other again. Hopefully you find what you hope you're looking for.
Yeah. If luck be on our side.
Well, hopefully she is.
Right. You continue walking with the mining group. They make some more conversation when needed. They leave people alone as needed. It's a lot of leaving people alone at this point. But sure enough, around midday, one of them spots a trail marker, gives their goodbyes and splits off towards the Great Gorge, and then gives advice. If you're heading north past the Great Gorge, you're gonna want to go the opposite direction, because it's a big hole in the ground and there's no bridge.
Good call. Thank you very much for the tip, because that would have been very annoying.
Alright. And so, you split off so that you can go around the Great Gorge and not have to try leaping across a massive chasm in the ground. Until, once again, the sun sets, the desert becomes cold, and it becomes time for camp.
Who do we want to take watches tonight?
I could take a watch.
Megan, do you mind if I just, like, I don't know, curl up in your lap or something? Just wake me up for a second watch, thank you.
Megan nods and makes space next to her, making sure that Tig is next to one of her exhaust vents. So
Excellent.
Warm air
Excellent.
is coming. Warm air is blowing out of her.
Blanket overhead, wrapped, lean, honk shoe time, baby.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
Megan's
good
even
luck with
putting
those
out like
doing
the
watch
spare
time.
bedroll and making sure that like. In the meantime, let's watch. Not a 15 this time, but still in the teens.
A dirty 15.
It's a dirty 15.
Yeah.
A version of a 15.
A 15. Somehow, somewhere, 15s are involved in my watch.
All right.
15 C.
By tomorrow, you should be out of the desert. So even if it dust storms tomorrow, the day after that, you should finally be free of fucking sand everywhere. That is your estimation, looking up at the weather patterns, seeing how they move. Other than that, nothing dangerous approaches camp during your watch, so it's second watch time.
All right, Megan lets out like a soft gust of soft gust of air out of her exhaust, like revs her motors a little bit, just to nudge Ty gently awake, and she says, "We should be out of the dust by tomorrow."
Oh, that's a relief. Say, Megan, before you do whatever it is you do when you're not, like, aware, why did you, of all people, agree to cover for everything that happened? That's what I don't understand.
Megan repeats what Megan says that she talked with Nizip. She says that originally she was going to initiate the conversation about Phelan, because she did witness Phelan in the act. She was unable to stop it, of course, but because Phelan moved way too quickly. But she ultimately Nizib said not, because it would risk causing a schism in the party. And then she sort of like lets out a mechanical grunt, and she says, "Well, we saw how well that worked out."
Yeah, exactly.
And then she says, "Initially, I was furious. I couldn't believe that. Well, I was furious because I couldn't believe that Phelan would do such a thing out of the blue. And were it up to my judgment right then, I would have woken up the entire party and discussed what to do about this, because she wanted answers. But now, knowing more about the situation and seeing how scared Phelan was of the arrows after the incident, she just wants to see him better. She just wants him to get better."
Tyke nods, kind of like shuffles a little bit, and leans against her and just... I wonder, how long would you all have been willing to keep up that charade? It just is something that comes to mind. How long would everyone have been willing to lie?
Megan's motor kind of putters in the quiet of the night as she formulates a response, and she shrugs. She says, "I try to be honest every day of my life. I don't imagine I could have kept it in for very long."
Megan, I'm tired of watching. our companions die, get killed. You know, I haven't told anyone this before, but
She tilts
there's
her
a
head.
reason. There's a reason I don't cast sleep anymore. There's a reason I don't use that spell anymore. It's because I used it to help him die peacefully. Doesn't feel right to use it again afterwards. I know it's been a long time, and I'm prone to be sentimental, but anyway.
Megan is just listening as and she nods and she says, "It is difficult to witness the passing of those who are close to you."
I wouldn't say Cosmos was that close, but I don't know, that last sprint trying to keep him alive and then having him go to sleep and die under my power. I don't know. Sometimes Sedaria feels like it's cursed. That is a 15 on Tyke's perception.
15. Okay. Right. Listening closely, you can hear the sound of slowly moving water off in the distance. You're definitely close to a river of some kind, which is a good sign you're almost out of the desert. And thank God for that.
Thank God, no more sand. For now.
Yeah. Tyke goes to wake Trill.
We're what are we?
Yep. Third watch. Up and at him.
Thanks. Go get some rest.
They just kind of like flop into their tent.
Megan like reparks herself next to Tyke's tent so that warm air is blowing into the flaps.
I was so
hero.
hoping for a third 15.
That would have been so funny.
Would have been
Well,
really funny.
It would have been funny, but we'll still take the high rolls.
Right.
Big numbers.
From somewhere to your west, like a couple miles to the west, you would estimate, based on how distant and the echoes are and how far it's traveling, you hear like this weird humming noise, like both organic and mechanical at the same time sounding humming.
Have I heard this noise before?
Unlikely. Roll Arcana.
Oh boy!
You get
I'll
that
go.
right? Smile.
I mean,
15.
that's 2.
Yeah.
There's the 15.
It sounds...
There's the 15.
Yeah, it sounds extraplanar of some kind, but you can't pin it down beyond that.
I love that.
Oh, interesting. Does it sound like the sound's getting closer to like camp, or are they just kind of like?
No, they
going
are
by?
remaining in one place.
Oh, it's a stationary thing.
Yeah, it's like loud but stationary.
Oh. Huh. I'm gonna go up because I know Megan's probably responsive. And ask like, were you hearing that earlier tonight?
Megan shakes out of sleep mode for a moment, and she listens for a moment, and she shakes her head no.
No. Ah. Well, that certainly is a thing that is happening now.
She asks if Trill wishes to investigate.
It's several miles
can go
away, so that
along
would
with
be a
you.
hike.
Oh, that would be a hike.
Yeah, it probably nothing that can't wait until morning.
Megan nods and then
But I'll definitely
says-
keep an ear and an eye out for it.
Megan nods and then pauses for a moment, and then she asks, "How are you doing?"
I don't. Not great.
Megan gently opens up one of her arms and gestures for Trill to come in.
Trill was like, look for a second and then realize, oh, and like, yeah,
This is a robot hug.
it's
gently-
late. I'm not used to third watch.
Megan nods. She says she does not need to sleep.
All right.
Yeah.
The humming fades by the end of the hour, and soon dawn comes in the desert, and with it, a light rain.
Hallelujah.
Finally, the trees need the
Let's
rain.
fucking go!
Not sand.
Not sand.
Not sand! Not
All right.
sand!
Watch out for flash floods.
Oh boy!
Oh,
Honestly, though.
yeah.
Desert flat facts inflicted upon you.
Whee!
Yeah.
All right.
Can't wait for our
People
flash
don't
flood
read
warning.
By the time you cross over into like the grasslands of the Wildlands, it is much cooler now, like 20 degrees Fahrenheit cooler almost. The rain has settled down into a drizzle, and it is like heavenly compared to the heat and the frickin' sand that was everywhere before.
It's coarse. It's
Oh, yeah.
rough.
If we
and it
like
gets
run
everywhere.
across like a stream or like a river or something,
You do.
it's bath time.
Yeah, you
Oh
cross.
my god.
Bath time.
Yeah, you cross over a river in order to get into the grasslands.
Working at the
Good.
car.
Yeah, bath for everyone.
Megan wades into the river, waits for all the sand to flow out, and walks right back out.
Listen, there's prestidigitation, but it just hits different when it's water. It's just dripping wet. Snaps
Megan
to dry
stands-
off.
Megan stands away from everybody and kind of like cycles all of her joints in like a windmill in a windmill motion to like shake off the water.
Oh my god, no!
Yeah. Dario climbs out of the water. There's just like a torrent of water coming from him because he's
Oh,
a
yeah.
freaking Tibetan Mastiff, and that is a lot of fur to get wet.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, big boy. That's basically we have two sprinklers going.
Basically. Yeah. Excellent, exquisite, lovely.
Lovely,
It's-
a fantastic time, and soon
Fantastic
enough,
time.
dusk falls on the Wildlands.
Right. Let's set up camp in a much nicer locale.
Who's taking the watches?
As usual. I guess I'm the only one as usual. Now,
Yeah, so that's
now.
why I'm asking.
Yeah,
because
you're the only
the
usual
usuals are
suspect left.
barred. The other
Alright.
usuals are barred.
All right,
The usuals are banned. There's your privileges have been revoked.
you can
Where
hear.
did the 13 get me?
Yeah, you can hear what sounds like deep barking, cawing, growling noises in the distance. Pretty common occurrences since you're in dinosaur territory.
Does the barking alert Dario to also bark, or is it like a different animal barking?
Like the closest sound I could make with my own mouth is home, home. So
Okay,
it's
so
not
not
a dog
dog
bark by
barking.
any means.
All right.
Yeah, Dario's got an ear up, but other than that, no, he's not going to investigate that.
Not another. No butts to sniff here.
Nope.
All right. Well, it's just wildlife. Nice to be back in the not desert. Who's next?
Fuelan actually comes out.
Megan turns towards.
Oh,
Phelan,
interesting.
and she says, "Hello."
Watch is covered, by the way. You can go back to sleep if you want.
I don't sleep. Besides,
You can go back to trancing if you want. Whatever.
let me watch again, please.
Megan,
Oh.
I'll take third watch if you want to take it second watch.
No, we can watch together.
Megan says she will also watch, as she will also like keep an eye on Phelan. She has to stay inert, but she's still conscious, so she can watch. Or supervise, that is, not.
Yeah. Fuelan is slightly tense with Megan, but at the very least, he's not downright terrified, so there is progress.
Well, go ahead and watch then. I'll be here if you need me, I suppose. And Tig goes to make some adjustments to their base.
All right. As the group is on various stages of watching, Fuelan, you take a look and you can swear there are some trail markers and whatnot nearby the campsite, and you can swear that some of them are turning in the breeze, and then you realize, wait, the breeze is blowing the other direction. Those trail markers wouldn't be turning that way if they were just following the breeze. And then you hear,
Ow.
Oh no.
you see it, don't you?
Oh
boy?
yes.
What is that?
It wants to kill you.
Breeze. What's
No.
causing that?
Not the breeze. The marker.
What do you mean?
Shoot it.
With a normal arrow, I am going to hesitantly, kind of trying to focus, gonna shoot the marker.
All
What
right.
the fuck are you doing?
I'm not gonna have a roll for that. It's an inanimate
Oh,
object
God.
you can fire well enough. You hear this crackling, hissing noise as the marker just cracks, uproots itself from its post, and slinks back into the darkness.
I'm sorry. Did a fucking sign just uproot itself and to move after you shot it?
That wasn't a sign.
What was it then?
Megan pipes up, a sign of danger.
That was a trail marker, right?
The breeze was going the opposite. It was moving in the opposite direction of the breeze.
Tiger's baffled. They're gonna go over to where it was and sniff around it, metaphorically, and
All right.
try to figure out what the fuck that could have been, I guess.
Sure, Arcana.
Sir, yes, sir. Right. That would be a 12.
12. It's low level enough that a 12 will work. So, you've heard of people animating scarecrows to serve as sentries, watchdogs, guardians of various places out in borderlands and farmlands. This is a fairly similar prospect to guard the trails from a whole bunch of hunters, poachers, and the like. You would wager that some of the trail markers are actually animated guardians.
Oh my god. I love that so much. Holy
That's
shit.
actually kinda cool, not gonna lie.
signs.
Yo. Tag like rocks back on their haunches, dusts himself off. Smart, I guess. Huh. Alright then. Goes back over him. Nice shots, I suppose, and well noticed.
Thanks.
They'll go wake Trill for third.
All right.
Wee.
Tells him about the trail marker. Shrugs.
Oh.
I mean, it's smart if you think about it. Anyway.
Anyway, thanks. And then Trill's just gonna be like, thinking through that. It's like, what a very clever evolutionary tactic.
Yeah. And you think about that through the night, start looking around, wondering, is there anything else that, like, they had animated to serve as a watchdog?
Yeah.
How does it work with the dinosaurs around? A lot of thoughts go through your head during
yeah.
your watch.
Oh
you,
yeah.
You don't notice anything dangerous. You're alert enough to not be totally distracted by these thoughts. But they are a lot of thoughts, and you don't see anything of particular danger to you or the party. As dawn breaks, the drizzle has stopped. Thunder has not. You would wager you're in the middle of a dry storm.
Oh, okay.
I'm imagining these signs like scuttle, like these dinosaurs getting a little too close to the signs, and the signs like scuttling up and like whacking the dinosaurs with what they say, like "Bad dino," like popping them on the nose, like with
Keep
the broad end of
left!
their- Keep left! Stop! Run away!
Oh my
Run
god,
away!
a sign that becomes a sign that just becomes immediately hostile if you don't follow what it says.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You get hit with the stop sign. You are then immobilized. Your speed's reduced to 0.
Fuck.
God, we could use those. We could use those in LA.
Yeah.
Honestly.
All right. You pack up your gear and continue your trek over hills, through the trees, until finally you return to that village on the western edge of the Wildlands, Redemption Square. It is
Demon must square
like
till
just
the
after
lion.
lunchtime when you get there.
The fleshlings require sustenance.
Oh, this place.
Really quick
the
before
pretty-
we
the
get
pretty
into
man.
town, can Trill look for more plants and herbs?
Yeah, for sure. That's nature,
Cool.
baby.
That's nature, baby. That's nature, baby.
That's nature.
22.
Ooh. That's gonna get you a pretty rare one once I pull up list o plants.
Whee!
Ooh, rare plant
Hell
roll. Let's
yeah.
go.
Rare plant roll.
Rare plant. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So, you have found pretty tiny flowers that look like bright blue dandelion seed heads. These are wisp stems. And you have found 3 of them.
You said dandelion wisp seeds?
They are called wisp stems.
Wisp stems. Cool. And you said 3 of them?
3 of them total, yes.
Wee! Do I know what they do?
22 nature check, you know that these only grow in forests, and the stem is the only really usable part for alchemical concoctions, but when brewed properly, they can craft potions of vitality.
Ooh.
Neato.
All right. Redemption Square. Nizip, do you have the arrows?
That I do.
All right, let's go talk to Morthos. I believe he was the alchemist here.
All right, either way.
Yeah.
You head over to the small house at the side of the oratory, knock on the door, and Morthos, the tiefling alchemist, opens it. Welcome back. I trust you've been able to find the arboreal thistle.
Well, not quite yet, though we did find something else of planar significance that we would very much appreciate if you could take a look at.
Oh? What would that be?
Tag, like, sweeps into the shop and gestures for Nizip.
Yep, I follow.
So, we found some arrows.
Okay.
Nizip, if you don't mind.
Yep, 1 second. I just hope this isn't going to be embarrassing. Okay, good.
All right.
Really funny though. It could have been really funny.
Just give me a second. All right, click. The lock pops open, and you open the case to the arrows. Morthos looks at it. I mean, he looks very clearly like he's racking his brain. Acherite, he says.
Yeah, we know they're Acherite, but one of our friends has reported that apparently he's been experiencing some strange, I don't know, behavior, hallucinations.
He said that the arrows have
speaking
been
to
talking
him?
to him.
Yes.
I'm afraid that most things about Acheron are rather at the edge of my expertise. So, it does sound similar to stories of Acherite bloodlust, though.
What could you tell us about that?
Only what I've heard secondhand through stories. No one here who, I don't know if anyone here has experienced it. The most high-profile case, there was a village somewhere up north, got ravaged by 2 warriors under Acherite bloodlust, a dragonborn and a human woman.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, if you don't know, if it's at the edge of your expertise, do you know of someone who would know?
Well, I know there are a couple of smiths around Sedaria who do work with Acherite, who would be able to tell you more. Truthfully, as an alchemist, I don't know. Like a thaumaturge, or if you're lucky, a blacksmith who works with Acherite more than I would, might be a better bet.
Actually, do you think that Gretchen would know about it?
Gretchen, it is certainly possible. She knows a good variety of things. The problem is, well, you've met Gretchen. She's a little distracted sometimes.
I mean, yes, but she's close.
She is. I believe tomorrow is one of her off days, so...
Ah, fuck. Well... Do you know of any smiths, just on the off chance, or no?
We don't really have one in town. Not much need for metalwork in here. The
Yeah, that's
Peace
fair.
Promise is much more likely to have things you need, being a far bigger city.
Okay. Thank you. It's, much appreciated, Morthos, and we will get back to you. We just, honestly, we haven't been in the parts of Sidaria that have the thistle, so...
Yes, of
Yeah.
course. I just apologize I could not be of more help in this instance.
No, you've been excellent. Thank you for your time.
Of course. Right. And so you head out of Morthos' house.
If we are looking at people who more generally might work with this, we could always call up Bundrum or Makar on the merchant ring. They might have some ideas.
Or Takaris, who does hell items.
Or Takaris, that one would also work.
Probably hell items. That was lame.
Probably hell items.
You wanna try talking to Takaris?
It's worth calling him up at the very least.
Alright. Ring a ding ding, baby.
Alright. Use the merchant ring, call up Takaris, who appears, tosses her hair back. Well, hello there, darlings. Very nice to see. Oh my goodness, is that Redemption Square? Oh my god, it's so nice to see.
It sure is, Takaris. I hope you're doing well. Actually, we called because we have a question that needs your very specific expertise, I believe. Do you work a lot with Acherite?
Acherite? That is one step up from the planes I usually have some tradings with. But if it's neighboring, then I might know something or other. Why? What brings you to little old me with questions of Acherite?
Well, we have an acquaintance who claims that his Acherite arrows have been talking to him and influencing him. Would you know anything about stuff like that? We know about the bloodlust, but, additionally to that.
Ooh, that would have to be pretty powerful magic in order to communicate through Acherite in general like that.
And that's the thing, the arrows don't come up as magical items. It's so strange.
Not necessarily. Having a material from another plane and being magical are two quite different things. Why, I've got several things I have procured from Bartor that wouldn't ping as magic for a second.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
All
Do you have
that
any
is-
idea?
Well, if I were to hazard just a random guess, someone pretty high up in the planar pecking order would have to be behind that sort of communication.
Is there any way to find out who? Or to, I don't know, cut it off?
Oh, I'm sure there is. Nothing I would know, of course. By the way, since you did call me up on a merchant ring for merchant purposes, do you have any intention of buying something from me?
Yeah, let me look at your stock real quick and look at my own fucking savings.
The tan bag of chips looks pretty fun.
Yeah, I was
Pull out an
actually looking at
animal.
that myself.
Pull out an animal. Pokeball, go.
Fucking axe beak, terrifying.
Oh my god.
Caw!
We could call up another bear. We could have double bear.
Yes.
Kuma.
Kuma and
Two.
Panda!
Oh.
Kuma and Panda. Let's go.
Cool, mine,
You know,
Kung Fu Panda.
it would be really cool. Oh my god. It would be really funny. Can we afford that?
I don't know, it's what?
Technically, yeah.
500 gold?
It is 500 gold.
Yeah.
It's like technically we can afford it. It just would take a lot of our savings.
I mean, if you want to buy it, go for it. I don't know if Tiger put money towards it though.
I don't typically buy stuff, and my coinage is weighing me down a bit.
Oh no, you have so much coin that it's weighing you down.
Oh,
How
no.
terrible! How
No,
awful!
no.
Oh,
This is a problem everyone
listen.
has.
Hey, listen, it weighs everybody down. You remember the fiasco last time we got a bunch of money.
skill issue.
Alright, let me check some currency things, by the way.
Well, I
Oh,
am going to purchase some dragon's blood because Swift deserves a little treat.
no. We all deserve a little treat sometimes.
Drugs! Gotta buy some drugs! Okay, it's 10 gold pieces for 1 platinum, that's 1,000. Yeah, I can afford it.
I'm not gonna lie, guys, that puzzle box also looks amazing.
Same.
I will buy the Pokeballs, I guess.
All right.
Unfortunately, I don't think I'd be
I
able
just
to
think-
make the intelligence check for the puzzle box.
I just think it'd be fun.
It would be really neat to try.
Yeah, and she's got 3 of them? Girl.
Yeah, 3 Pokeballs! 3 Pokeballs per day!
I would say they're flying off the shelves, but they really aren't.
If you
Gee, I wonder why.
box, is it open when you buy it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Specifically, no. DC 30 int check.
Yeah.
Do you do a deal with the Stone of Intellect?
Well, I mean,
think
you
the
guys
plus
didn't burn down a
one is-
bridge, so.
Yeah.
well,
Well, that's the thing. I've had my eyes on that Iron Stone since we found out about this shop, but it's hella expensive.
I mean, girls got to get paid, Sister Karens.
Oh, yeah, no.
I'll hold off for now.
Oh my god, you could summon a tiger! You could summon a baboon!
Summon
I
a.
am the baboon.
Summon a Humana!
I'm not gonna wear it all the time, but I'm gonna buy the edgy helmet because it can help for intimidation sometimes.
Perfect.
Helmet.
I love that your character has a snout. It really, like, adds.
Yeah.
There's just a big
I'm
old
trying
dragon
to
snap poking
imagine.
out of the helmet.
Poking out of the edgy helmet.
Oh, Dario.
I mean, hey, if we wanted to really lock those arrows away, we could buy the hell box.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. If you could get it open.
Yeah, if we
If
get
we could
open
get it open.
first.
No, it is 5 to 6 inches on a side. I don't think it'll fit the arrows.
Not fair enough.
Okay, well, that's good. So, if other people wanted to do stuff here.
We have some ideas now, but not any way to deal with it.
Well, for now,
I
we gotta
mean-
keep those arrows locked away.
Yeah, Peace Promise is relatively close, so we could try there.
Yeah, might as well.
Let's head over to Peace Promise.
All right. Heading straight out of town?
I feel
It
like we
didn't
should
take
rest
that
here
long.
first.
It's
Yeah.
only okay.
Because I was going to ask if you want to do any last checking for rumors, maybe a replacement healer,
Ooh, rumors.
if you wanted to check for that.
Replacement healer.
Oh,
I don't know. We have a
no.
bad track record with
I don't-
healers, huh?
Yeah, I don't.
We
Yeah,
really
we have a
do.
pretty bad.
Let's
The only
not.
one who hasn't gotten BTFO'd is Sister Scarlet, and she's busy.
Yeah, right now I don't want to add another companion to the group.
I think
'cause-
we're 5.
I'll scout. I'll tell you what. I'll scout to see if we can find someone new, not necessarily hire them.
Sure, yeah.
Is that
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me then.
I want to do rumors.
All right. Also investigation.
Investigate. Wow.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Too sad.
Oh.
Nothing interesting here.
Yeah, nope. You don't detect anyone interesting.
I hate everybody. Wait, hang on a second.
Yeah.
Let's find someone. Investigation intelligence.
Investigation is intelligence.
Oh my god, please.
Oh my god, let's have Swift.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That is really funny. That is really funny.
Swift knows where the action is.
Big brain.
Big brain. Okay, look away.
I'm looking.
Look away. Oh, this is a fun one.
Yes, just telling Swift to do it under the guise of drugs and hookers.
Yeah.
All right. So, looking around for drugs and hookers,
I see a beefcake. He looks like a male hooker.
and she points over to a beefy-looking ASMR clad in scale armor with like flowing blonde locks, despite the fact that the wind is too light for the like hair to blow that way, and glowing yellow eyes.
Oh. A buff guy, okay.
There we go again.
Was that the sound of Nyx's brain cell exiting the scene?
All right.
One positive emotion enters their mind again.
A single positive. Beef?
Horniness.
You can go talk to them. I'll just watch.
All right. Swift flies over.
Hey, what's up? Are you a whore?
Yeah. And the ASMR looks over. Be not afraid! I am not a member of the carnal desire occupation!
Oh.
Love this guy already. I love this
Frankly,
guy
I'd have
already.
been more surprised if he had been.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
I am Hadariel of the heavenly host!
Oh.
I will trepidatiously walk over. It's like, oh, I'm also not part of the carnal thing too. That's cool.
Be not afraid!
I never said I was. What's your name?
Hadariel! I am Hadariel of the heavenly host!
Me, Nyx. Hi.
Hello from on high! I am of the heavenly host!
Great.
I have been sent to this mortal plane to provide the judgment of the angelic choir from on high!
Oh, so were you
Oh.
like a cleric?
No! I am an angel!
An angel?
Yes!
Okay.
Be not afraid, though!
I mean, I, and my group, we've been going through some tough times. Have you been sent to us?
I have been sent to deliver righteousness to the land of Sideria! Is your quest to deliver righteousness to the land of Sideria?
Let's word it like that, yeah.
Then yes!
Please tell me he's loud enough for someone else to pick up on this.
This man is doing nothing to quiet his volume. Not a damn thing.
You see Tig like walking back to the group after having talked to people, clocks this, turns on their heel, and just walks away.
You see that? Points towards Tig. That is being afraid. Be not afraid.
No.
Tig points a finger over their shoulder to Nyx, and Nyx, in your head, you just hear, "Not my circus, not my monkeys."
Yeah, see, the thing is, I'd imagine this is after we finish that, so I'm also there, and I'm just like, I don't... What? Where...
Megan
hey,
says,
where
I
is it?"
am not afraid.
Good. Be not afraid, all of you.
So what can you do?
I can bring divine smiting upon the unrighteous and wicked. And once I do so, it brings succor to the righteous and unwicked.
Oh.
So,
Yeah,
Hadariel
divine
smites.
Haven't we seen Megan do that before?
Yeah, so Hadariel is kind of paladin-like in that he has smites for the ability to do damage. However, his healing, he can bond with a single ally, and I believe half the damage he does is healing for that ally.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Wow.
It is good, but it is very situational at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, if Megan ever needs a buddy, a battle buddy.
True.
Yeah. That would be
Oh my
an
God,
unstoppable
we're
force.
battle buddies.
If we bring you along, do you want a cut of the profits?
Yes!
I'm not jiving with
Nice
this
try.
guy.
Nice try.
We could pay you in righteousness.
I also like gold!
That's fair.
Man after my own heart.
Yeah, you can't out RP the game mechanics.
Yeah, what was that? Game mechanics?
Never heard of her.
This is me, the player, saying you can't out RP the game mechanics.
Oh yeah, you know, there's the chance.
As cool as buddying up with this guy with Megan and just being completely unstoppable on the battlefield would be. I'm also thinking about do we need this? I mean, Megan can already smite, and she's a huge tank.
We are covered.
Like more smites are fun, but
See,
Just like nuke the battlefield.
I'd prefer someone who could kind of like heal across the board, which technically Trill can do, but I'm not sure. I mean, personally, I think this could benefit us, but if the rest of the group says no, we can probably bump into him another time.
Yeah, from a gameplay standpoint, right now, like we kind of got our party, got our party full.
Yeah, I'd say pass for both gameplay and
Yeah.
just like flavor. So
yeah.
It was really nice meeting you, Hadariel. Maybe we'll bump into each other another time.
Yes! Once you rejoin the path of righteousness!
Wait, we're not. Yeah, we're not on it. Okay, bye.
Megan thumps her chest and she says, I will do my best to spread righteousness as well."
Good! Let it walk with you always, or else!
Or else?
He just walks away after saying that, refuses to elaborate, leaves.
Oh, we're doomed. What a
Or
callback.
else. That's really funny.
Alright. And with that, we are going to call session. Thank you all so much for joining us. No session next week because it's Thanksgiving, and people will probably have plans.
What? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to eat our treason meals, Redcoat.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We have to eat our meal to give thanks to the fact that we found a new country because Britain thought we were too religiously extreme.
Yeehaw, baby.
Yeehaw.
I mean,
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
And with that note, thank you all for watching. We will see you probably in 2 weeks or so. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Bye.